Hello, my name is Daniel Lenz. This presentation covers the Software Library Administrator, Solar, product updates for ClearPath OS 2200 Release 20.0. So, what's new in Solar 5R3 for Release 20.0? Solar 5R3 contains the selective key removal feature and software packaging functionality previously only available with a separately orderable Solar Extended, also called Solar E product. Before I talk about the selective key removal feature, first a few words about key table dollar maintenance. Over time, hundreds of registered keys can accumulate in the omnibus key table dollar element of sys$*data$ for product levels that are no longer installed. Field test sites can accumulate keys at twice the normal rate because they receive an additional set of keys for each release with special style IDs identifying them as field test. Also, following a live load to a different workload and subsequent re-registration of the target system's image enabler and product keys, the omnibus key table dollar element can contain keys with a system control number, SCN, not licensed for the target system's workload. Unisys recommends that you remove old, obsolete keys from the system key table to ensure efficient access for Solar and other products that perform authorization checks, and remain software license compliant following a live load by removing any keys not authorized for the library load system's workload. Prior to Solar 5R3, keys could be removed, that is, unregistered, but it wasn't always convenient. For example, by selecting the Software Library Maintenance Remove Keys function from the Solar Full Screen Interface's main menu, a key selection screen listing registered keys is displayed as shown here. Keys could then be marked for removal, stepping through the screen set as necessary. The F8 and F9 function keys could also be used to select or unselect all keys currently displayed on the screen. However, as you can see, the entire style ID for a key is not displayed when it exceeds 12 characters, not counting leading spaces, as indicated by the plus signs. In addition, other key attributes like the SCN and the ClearPath OS 2200 release level are not displayed on the key removal screen. In order to view all attributes for a particular key, you must position the cursor at the key and the F10 function key used to display the key information screen. For example, this is the key information screen for the Apex 4.0 key, showing its full style ID, SCN, and ClearPath OS 2200 release level. As you can imagine, toggling back and forth between the key selection screen and the key information screen, trying to find and select all keys with a particular SCN or from a particular ClearPath release could become quite tedious. Another method of unregistering keys, which can be equally tedious, is to write a remove key SGS for each key to be removed and call the package reg utility directly, passing the SGSs as input. The example here shows removal of keys from ClearPath Release 18.0. The intent of the selective key removal feature is to make key table dollar maintenance easier, by supporting selective mass removal of keys by group based on product name and optional level, ClearPath release level, style ID, SCN, or expiration date. This feature consists of a new key attribute selection screen in the Solar full screen interface and a new remove key run stream. With the selective key removal feature, an F12 select function is added to the key selection screen. By moving the cursor to the field and transmitting, or entering F12 directly, note, if using InfoConnect Accessory Manager emulating a UTS-60 terminal, you must use Shift F2 in place of F12. The key attribute selection screen is displayed where key attribute criteria to select keys for removal can be entered. Any combination of product name and optional product level, style ID, SCN, release level, and expiration date can be entered. Specification of leading spaces for style ID is optional. However, embedded spaces are significant and must be specified. Leading zeros are significant for SCN and must be specified. An asterisk wildcard character is supported for each field except expiration date. An asterisk on the end of an entered field extends to the defined length of that attribute. For example, to select keys for Cipher API 2R4 and all its stability updates, you could enter the following. Only keys that match all specified attributes are selected. So, for example, to select all Cipher API 2R4 and stability update keys with SCN 0000123, but not SCN 0000456, you could enter the following. When the screen is committed, you are returned to the key selection screen set where all keys matching the selection attributes are marked, not just the particular screen from which the F12 select function was entered. Selection of keys is additive. Keys already marked that do not meet the new selection criteria will remain marked. For example, if 17.0 is entered in the release level field and the screen is committed, you are returned to the key selection screen set with all keys from ClearPath Release 17.0 selected. On this particular screen in the set, the CIFS 8R4, Cipher API 2R4B, and CETA 2R4A are marked. Then if you select F12 again, and this time enter 18.0 in the release level field and commit the screen, all ClearPath Release 17.0 and 18.0 keys are marked when you return to the key selection screen. As you can see, now keys for ARC 5R8A and CIFS 8R4E are also marked on this particular screen in the set. The key attribute selection screen does not allow selection of the exec image enabler key. Even if selection criteria is entered that would encompass the image enabler key. The exec key will not be marked on the key selection screen, as you can see here. This prevents accidental removal of the exec image enabler key. The remove key run stream is also provided to selectively unregister keys. You can start the remove key run stream from the console or add it from demand. Remove keys solicits for key selection criteria based on product name and optional level, style ID, SCN, release level, and expiration date. A value entered in response to a prompt causes selection of those registered keys that share that particular attribute. If a blank transmit is entered in response to a prompt, that particular attribute is not used for selection. Again, leading spaces are optional for style ID, but embedded spaces are required. And leading zeros are required for SCN. An asterisk wildcard character is supported for all attributes except expiration date. An asterisk at the end of an entered string extends to the defined length of the attribute. If an expiration date is entered, only keys with an expiration date older than the specified date are selected. Any combination of criteria may be specified. Only keys that match all specified criteria are removed. For example, the following could be entered to remove all ClearPath OS 2200 release 20.0 field test keys. The same as with the key attribute selection screen, the remove key run stream does not allow selection of the exec image enabler key. Software packaging functionality provided by the ProdSave utility, previously only available with the separately orderable Solar E product, is now included in Solar. Solar E is discontinued beginning with ClearPath OS 2200 release 20.0. The ProdSave utility can create software packages from many different sources: installed products, Comus build output tape or disk files, local product files, and existing package tapes. Software packages can then in turn be installed using the Solar full screen interface, ProdLoad utility, or install package run stream. This functionality allows you to package software from a development or test system after it has been verified and install it on your production system. The ProdSave utility has an advantage over LibSave in that it can save one, all, or any combination of installed products. However, unlike the FAS version of LibSave, the ProdSave utility does not save security attributes such as access control records or file ownership for the installed products it saves. This is not an issue when a version of a product being installed from the software package is already installed on the target system, since +1 cycles of the product's files retain the security attributes of their previous cycles. However, when installing a product for the first time on a system from a created software package, you would need to reestablish the security attributes for the product's files. This is the same as when installing for the first time from Unisys provided software packages, a Comus build output tape or disk files, or your own local product files. You can access the ProdSave utility through the Solar full screen interface by selecting the Create Package Tape function from the main menu. However, only installed products and extra files can be packaged. If a package name and level are filled in and a transmit done from the installed products field, a product selection screen set is displayed where products can be marked for saving, stepping through the screen set if necessary. You must write SGSs and call the ProdSave utility directly in order to package a product from a Comus build output tape or disk files, a local product, or from an existing software package. This example shows the SGSs required to package, sort from a Comus build output tape, slib from the utilities logical package contained on a physical software package received from Unisys, a local product, the contents of the Solar Dollar SGS element containing product descriptor SGSs for the local product are not shown here, and the installed copy of ACOB Mode D. To the software package, My Package Level 2R1. I won't go into any further detail on SGS formats or software packaging in general. For additional information, refer to Section 4 of the Solar End Use Reference Manual. This concludes the discussion of solar features for ClearPath OS 2200 Release 20.0. But before I end, I want to stress again the importance of key table dollar maintenance in ensuring efficient access and software license compliance. Thank you for taking the time to view this presentation.